Hey, third grade, welcome to Thursday's ELA lesson. So today our reading is an expository text. That means it's nonfiction. It's about things that are true. We're still doing that theme of different cultures and how they share with their communities around them. So it's called Sharing Polkas and Pitas. So I can tell you right now, pita is a type of food. Polkas, we don't mean like polka dots, we mean polka like the dance, which we're going to read a little bit more about. So this one is short and sweet. It's only 2 pages long, so it won't take very long to read it, but there's a lot packed into this one little reading. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. So the introduction is interesting. You can count the stars on our country's flag. There are 50, a star for each state. You can also count cities in those states. The number is big. There are more than 19,000 cities in the United States, which I can imagine that since then it's probably grown more each year. Each city is home to people from different countries and cultures. So why would we be starting it out like this? Well, I think they want you to think about how diverse our country is, because it really is very diverse. We have people who move to the United States from all over the world. So that means we have all these different cultures and traditions within the country. So we're going to look at Chicago, Illinois first. It's about, I want to say, like 4 or 5 hours away from here. Many people in Chicago come from Poland. Poland is a country in Europe. In a Polish community, which is a small group of people who all live in the same place, you can see signs in Polish. You can smell Polish sausage. You can hear Polish music. So if you look over here at this picture, we have a lady, looks like she's dancing. And the caption says, Polish dancers whirl in colorful costumes. Dance and music are an important part of Polish culture. One dance group works hard to teach people about Polish culture. Their performers in the Polonia ensemble share their culture through music and dance. They wear colorful traditional costumes. They dance Polish dances like the polka. So the polka is a type of dance. They sing Polish songs. The group contributes or gives to a community all year long. The dancers march in parades. They dance at festivals. Sometimes they travel to other cities and countries to share Polish traditions. They want to share their customs with everyone they meet. So these people from Poland really do hang on to their culture even though they've moved to America. They don't necessarily give up everything from their home country. They bring it with them to the United States and they share it with us. So we learn a little bit more about Poland. Detroit, Michigan. People from many Middle Eastern countries live near Detroit. The people of the community contribute in many ways. One important way is with food. The 3 Sablini brothers came from Lebanon. So let's look over here at this picture. Middle Eastern bread is baked fresh every day. It is served with meals. So we have a guy, he's actually baking pita bread over here. So it's basically like bread, but it's got pockets in it. So it kind of like it splits down the sides. So it's like a sandwich, but in just one slice of bread. It's kind of hard to describe, but it forms a pocket. You can kind of see that in the picture, how he has it folded like that. And it's almost like a taco. So the 3 Sablini brothers came from Lebanon. They wanted to share their culture with the community. How did they share? They opened a bakery. Every day, the brothers bake fresh pita and other Middle Eastern breads. They bake honey cake. That sounds good. They make spinach pie and stuffed grape leaves. The bakery is also a place to meet. People come from all over Detroit to enjoy food and friendship. So spinach pie kind of sounds gross, but if you like spinach, I'm sure it's very good. Look again. When you look at our flag, think about the 50 states. Then think about the different people and cultures within each state. Think about all the traditions people share. So, the one thing I found very interesting about this reading is that it ends similarly to how it begins. It's talking about our 50 states and what our flag represents. So, let's just think about even our own town of Columbus. I know where I live, I have neighbors from India. So I actually have multiple neighbors from India. And I know here at Taylorsville, I've met several kids that moved here from Mexico. I've met a student from Puerto Rico. I've met kids from Venezuela. Like, we, even within our own school, guys, we have so many different cultures. So if Columbus is that diverse, think about the whole state of Indiana, or think about the whole country. We have people that move here from all over the world. We have several cultures represented in this country and even in this city that we live in. And when I lived in Bloomington, I met people from China, from Germany, from France, from Canada, from all over the place. And Bloomington's just an hour away. So your questions all have to do with how the communities we just read about, how they contribute to where they live. So there's a question about the Polish, there's a question about the Sablini brothers, and then there's also a question where I ask you to reflect how different cultures contribute to their communities. So think about what I just said about how if you know somebody from a different country, what can they teach you about, right? And I also asked something about why do you think this reading talks about our nation's flag and the 50 states and what that has to do with what we just read. And I really just think that this reading wants you to think about how we have all these different cultures represented in our country. They come from all over the place. So America is just this big melting pot of different cultures and customs. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. So just make sure you answer those questions on It's Learning and submit it.